Hoggie's beer reviews. Hoggie's beer reviews. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one of Hoggie's beer reviews. Now today we're doing a beer that a lot of people have been wanting to see a review on. A lot of people are curious about this beer because it's new to the marketplace. This is the new seasonal from Sierra Nevada. Take a good look at it. This is their Ruthless Rye IPA. Now we're doing this review in the kitchen because you guys know that I always try to do reviews of beers I've never had before and bring you guys that first honest, objective first taste. But no, that's not the case this time around because I bought a 12 pack of this shit, and this is the last beer of the 12 pack. This is number 12, but I drank them all. I enjoyed the hell out of it. But a lot of people were asking for this review. A lot of people have been waiting for it, and I just couldn't, I couldn't drink them all without sharing one with you guys and letting you know what's up with the 2012 Ruthless Rye IPA from Sierra Nevada. Now, like I said, this is their new seasonal, their spring seasonal. This replaces the Glissade, which was a Golden Bock, which was their spring seasonal for the last 2 years. The Glissade was not a bad beer, but it was a Golden Bock. It was a light, crisp, little light, refreshing, watery kind of beer, and for what it was good. But it wasn't really a beer that had any oomph. You know what I mean? It didn't have a strong character. It wasn't a big deal. It's not the kind of beer that you go in and you seek out. And they got rid of it, and since IPAs are so popular now, it's the fastest growing beer style, they came out with the Rye IPA, which is beautiful. And by the way, let me see if I can get up close. If you can see that, camera's not set on close, but take a look at the label. I love the artwork on this because it's like a little farmer girl there. It's like harvest time, but just the artistic style. It looks like a graphic novel. It looks like some comic book, like some dark kind of comic book kind of stuff. Beautiful artwork. Interesting beer. I mean, it's an IPA, it's hoppy, it's made with rye malt. Beautiful. So yeah, okay, let me read this real quick. It says, Ruthless Rye IPA is brewed with this rustic grain for refined flavors, combining the peppery spice of rye and the bright citrusy flavors of whole cone hops to create a complex ale for the tumultuous transition to spring. I don't know what transition they're talking about. It's been a very, very warm winter, even by South Florida standards. And it seems that across the country, it's just been a warm winter. I've broken out my sweater, not jacket, not heavy stuff, sweater, I think 3 days this whole winter, and it is now the 2nd of February, 2012. So I'm gonna crack that open in a minute. Before I do, real quick, Beer Advocate, like we always do. Beer Advocate, out of 399 reviews so far, this thing scores an 88. It's categorized on here as a rye beer at 6.6% alcohol by volume. There you go. So it is 6.6. I think that's what it says on the bottle, if I remember correctly. Hey, what the hell? Oh, there it is. Yep, 6.6. So, enough of that. Let's crack it right open. And let's kill the last soldier in the 12 pack of Ruthless Rye. Pouring it right in my Hurricane Wings glass because my buddy Howard the other day told me that he was getting this on tap up at his restaurant in Vero. I figured that was fitting. And yeah, guys. Alright. So yeah, I always kind of feel a little bit fake, smelling the beer and tasting and telling you flavors when I've already had 11 of these flavors. And basically, this is much like their Torpedo in a way. But it's a darker, maltier beer, and it's not your typical sweet malt. It's rye malt, so it's spicier. A little peppery note, spicy note. As you can see, it's a darker color. This is dark, like a burnt amber. It's clear. It's nicely filtered and clear. Kind of like a darker burnt amber color. Nice head. And just citrusy hops up front, man. And a little something. I don't know if I'd say peppery, but it's in that ballpark. It's that little spice note, and it's the rye. You know, if you eat a lot of sandwiches, if you like rye bread, you recognize that that smell. You know, it's kind of weedy, it's kind of bready, yeasty, but there's a spice to it. There's a little hint of kind of a peppery little something. I guess that's why I like rye beers in general, and a hoppy rye beer is just kick-ass. But I mean, there's nothing off-putting, nothing too strong. The head on this one right now isn't that strong. You know, you get that little bit of the rye malt, a little bit of citrusy hops, and just deliciousness overall. So, to everybody out there, cheers. Here's your Ruthless Rye. And up front you get that hop bite, but it's followed up with another almost kind of a bite coming in with the malt, coming in with the middle. This isn't going to be your typical like caramel sweetness across the middle. This is something a little different. There's a good body there. It's got some heft, it's got some malt, but it's got that spicy note, which is unmistakable and tasty. And it blends beautifully with the hops. You know, because you get that hop bite, then you get that little spice note, and they go down beautifully together. And then you get more hops on the finish. Resinous, citrusy with a hint of pine across the, towards the end. It's still a hoppy beer. Don't get it wrong. If you like the pale ale and the torpedo and the celebration, then you need to pick this up because you're gonna like this as well. This is another IPA, but with that extra added dimension of the rye. And I got to admit, Sierra Nevada has become one of my favorite breweries because they haven't made a bad beer yet that I've had. Everything I've had from them is solid. Even the Glissade, which was kind of a lackluster beer because of the style, even that for what it was good. You know, I drink Torpedo on a regular basis. The Celebration Ale kicks ass. You know, these people just make good beer. So, I mean, again, if you like rye beers and you like hoppy beers, you need to try this. If you like Sierra Nevada's IPAs, you need to try this. If you like good beer, you need to try this. It's available everywhere because Sierra Nevada is just so, you know, widely distributed that, you know, a lot of you guys are going to be seeing this or have been seeing this in your local supermarkets. If that's the case, pick it up. You won't regret it. And I'm gonna finish number 12 and get out of here. So, that one came up on me suddenly. All right. Once again, guys, Hoggie's Beer on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Look for me, add me, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.